She kept calling us just friends, so I finally introduced her to my actual girlfriend. Lily and I had been together for almost a year. I use quotes because we never officially put a label on it, but she was woven into every single fiber of my life. If you walked into my apartment, you'd think a couple lived there. Her toothbrush was in the holder, her favorite lavender shampoo was in my shower, and half my closet was occupied by her oversized hoodies. She knew my schedule better than I did. If I was stuck in a meeting and skipped lunch, I'd get a text from her asking if I was okay. If I had a rough day at work, she'd show up at my door with my favorite takeout without me even asking. We had routines, the kind of routines that usually take years to build. Thursday nights were always ours. Sundays were for coffee, grocery runs, and long, pointless arguments about what to cook for dinner. She knew exactly how I liked my eggs, and I knew the exact micro-expression she'd make right before she rolled her eyes at me. To the rest of the world, she was my girlfriend. But to her, we were just friends. The first time it happened, I brushed it off. We were at my cousin's engagement dinner. My aunt, a romantic at heart, smiled at Lily and asked, "So, how long have you two been together now?" Lily didn't even skip a beat. She laughed that light, airy laugh of hers and said, "Oh no, we're not dating. We're just really close friends." I felt a sharp pang in my chest, but I just forced a nod and kept eating. Later that night, sitting in my car, I finally asked her about it. "Lily, why do you do that?" She looked at me completely innocent. "Do what?" I said. "Tell everyone we're just friends." She shrugged like it was the most obvious thing in the world. "Because we are. You're overthinking it again." I didn't push. But as months went by, the pattern continued. She met my parents multiple times. My mom even started referring to her as her future daughter-in-law. And every single time, Lily would drop that same easy dismissal. "Oh no, nothing like that. We're just friends." It was starting to feel like she wanted all the benefits of a relationship with none of the accountability. After the third or fourth time she denied me in public, something inside me just clicked. I stopped asking what we were. I stopped trying to read between the lines of her late-night texts. I took her at her word. If we were just friends, then I was a single man. That's when I met Rachel. Rachel was the complete opposite. There was no gray area with her. On our second date, she looked me in the eye and said, "I don't play games. If I like someone, I'm with them. If I'm not with them, I'm gone." It was so incredibly refreshing. It was clear, simple, and honest. I didn't rush things with Rachel, but I didn't hold back either. Meanwhile, Lily was still acting like my not girlfriend, oblivious to the fact that I had actually listened to her. Then came my birthday. I had a small gathering at my place. Lily showed up 2 hours early, as usual, acting like the hostess. She was adjusting my shirt, telling me which drinks to put where, and acting like she owned the place. At one point, my sister walked over and teased Lily. "So are we finally calling this what it is? Or are you guys still just friends?" Lily didn't even hesitate. "Oh, we're definitely still just friends." I just nodded once. I checked my phone and saw a text from Rachel saying she was outside. I looked back at Lily and said calmly, "You're right, Lily. We are just friends." She smiled, thinking I was finally getting it. Then I added, "I'll be right back. My girlfriend just got here." Her smile didn't just fade. It evaporated. I just nodded once. I checked my phone and saw a text from Rachel saying she was outside. I looked back at Lily and said calmly, "You're right, Lily. We are just friends." She smiled, thinking I was finally getting it. Then I added, "I'll be right back. My girlfriend just got here." Her smile didn't just fade, it evaporated. I walked to the door and let Rachel in. I didn't make a big scene. I just introduced her naturally to everyone. When we got to Lily, I kept my tone perfectly steady. "Lily, this is Rachel. Rachel, this is Lily, my friend." Rachel smiled and shook her hand. Lily was vibrating with a mix of shock and rage. "Since when?" she whispered. I told her. "A few weeks." She stammered. "But we were together yesterday." I just gave her a small, sad smile. "Yeah, as friends. Remember?" Lily spent the rest of the night in the corner. For the first time in a year, she wasn't the one standing next to me. Rachel was. My mom even came over and told Rachel, "I like you already." When Lily finally left, she tried to corner me for a talk. I told her I'm staying here with my girlfriend. She asked if that was it for us. I shrugged and said, "I thought we were just friends." She walked out and that was the end. She tried to text me a few times later, her tone much softer, trying to define what we had, but it was too late. I was done living in the gray.